graduating with us this year, and I'd like to commemorate them by sharing what they have offered us. The only true thing about Mrs. Tilke you need to know is that if you don't have a sports physical, she will hunt you down and destroy you. But all in all, she was a very nice lady and was very patient with us for 4 years. Up next is everyone's favorite Shakespeare fanatic, Mrs. Stellick. Can I just say she let a lot of things go over their head, like the two Jakes going to lunch early every day, everyone using Spark Notes. But the best is not knowing Tony Kramer made up a fake aunt and a fake story for his family story sophomore year. As you know, she loves Shakespeare, so the only thing I got is this joke on him. What is Shakespeare's favorite food? Green eggs and Hamlet. The thing I remember most about Mrs. Stellick, though, is that she always made class fun and had a good time. The final teacher I'd like to reflect on is Mr. Ehlert. As you know, he has many of his own phrases and words, and I thought I would define them for anyone who has trouble translating his Ehlertisms. So let's start. That's kind of cute, which means of interest. I have no idea what the problem is asking, or that'll take you at least 20 minutes to solve. Loused up. You did all the work wrong, but you got the right answer. Therefore, you get 2 out of 10 points. Synonym, kittywampus. Oodles, many, pertaining to more than one. Used in a sentence, oodles and oodles of fun. Half civil, huh? You got a C in a calc test, but you didn't fail. And critters, symbols and theorems that are just too impossible to name. And of course, we don't hurt folks. I always wondered how he got that southern accent. I mean, he's from Medford. I saw it in the yearbook. How did this happen? And the final thing about Mr. Ehlert is he always thought early release days and any school event to get out early were plots to destroy education. Miss you, Mr. Ehlert. Tonight as you leave here, may you go eager to make a difference in the world. Some of us could become the next Charles Schultz, George Lucas, Aaron Rodgers, or Jackie Chan. We are ready to begin a new stage of life as we move ahead on our own, so let me provide a few tips. Everyone has a weird roommate. If you don't have a weird roommate, you're a weird roommate. Psych out the competition and orientation by taking Stephen Hawking's A Brief History in Time and a black marker, do this, and mark in it and yell out loud, "Wrong, idiot, what was he thinking?" Don't worry about your major, but if an 8 a.m. class is needed for your major, change it. An optimistic college student will open their wallet and expect to find money next year. You consider McDonald's real food and ramen noodles. Next year, you will never appreciate your mother's cooking and your father's money more. Also, don't burn bridges, especially if he's good in biology. Boring lecture next year? Start a wave. When you can, bum rides, money, notes, and snacks as much as you can get them. Jeans may be worn as many times as the wearer desires. And beware Easy Mac and Oreos. The freshman 15 is a real-life epidemic. And finally, don't worry if you don't find the career or plan you want on the first try. After all, Conan O'Brien went to Harvard for history and ended up hosting The Tonight Show for 7 months. In closing, classmates, Conan brings up the subject of plans. So I'm going to break away from my usual format, get serious, and say a little something about plans. Not so much my plan for this speech, more like life plans. How we all make them, and how I'm sure a lot of parents tonight hope that these kids make good, smart, safe plans of their own. But if we're really honest with ourselves, most of the time our plans don't work out as we'd hoped. So instead of asking our young people, what are your plans? What do you plan to do with your life? Maybe we should tell them this: plan to be surprised. Thank you.